Yo, it's your man Ringo TV Reactions. We back again with another one, guys. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You already done know what it is. You know, we got to talk about the breaking news topics that's going down in these YouTube streets. Your boy Nubreed basically fell off. I don't know if you've been living under a rock, but this man is going through a lot right now, bro. It's like his house literally fell apart. He been living a lie on social media, professing himself to be a God-fearing man, a Bible believer, a chosen one. He's always talking about chosen. And recently he was chosen to put a restraining order on his baby mama. He lost custody of his son. And, you know, it's all his fault because he treats women like garbage. So he decided to go on a full-scale war on the American black woman. That's right. And I want to talk about it and find out what your thoughts are on this situation, especially if you're a black woman. I want to really know your thoughts. So make sure you join the live chat by becoming a member of the platform so the world can know your thoughts. If not, just sit in the clouds and just be voiceless. But we got to talk about this. Maybe some of you don't know. So let me kind of fill you in on what's going on in these streets. But recently, a YouTuber named Nubreed Global Truth, he put a restraining order on his baby mother, who's supposed to be his wife. Even though she's not his wife, Nubreed is known for breeding women, having babies out of wedlock, never marrying none of them. He got about 4 baby mothers right now. About 6 kids or more. I done lost count. And this breakup is pretty much recent, guys. And the YouTube community, primarily from Nubreed's side, you know, they're upset with me because I'm the one breaking the news. Nobody on YouTube was talking about this till Ringo TV got a hold of this information. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they always copying me. None of these people got any original content. It's like when I do something, they want to follow what I do. And basically, this came down the pipeline. They had a massive fight at the house. I'm hearing they were throwing hands. It got physical. And Nubreed, because he already had run-ins with the law, he decided to call the police and put a restraining order on her so she can't pretty much come around the house no more, even though he needed her to lease the house. For some reason, she's not allowed at the house no more. And she ended up taking the baby. So the very son that Nubreed was boasting about, he ended up losing his son. And I think that's a good thing because it's better that the son go with the mother than be in a house of horrors, because at Nubreed's house, you would expect all his kids to be there, but they're not there, guys. Nubreed lives in, I believe, a 4-bedroom house that he's leasing. I think he's only staying there right now, not because he wants to, but because he's trying to keep the lease agreement. So he's going to be there probably till probably the month of May or June, depending on when the lease was created, so that he could fulfill the lease and then he can move on and probably get a 1-bedroom apartment or whatever the case is. Because we all know he only leased that house because he was trying to keep up with Ringo TV. Because, you know, Ringo TV's a family man. And Ringo TV got 4 daughters, and Nubreed has always been coveting Ringo TV. That's the only reason why he went to go lease a house. But now it's like God removed his son, his baby mama, from a bad situation. And I think that it's actually a blessing that the baby mother was able to escape this monster, because back in the day, guys, I told you guys that this was going to happen, and a lot of you got upset with me. You know, y'all always getting upset with me because I'm sharing the truth. I don't know what it is. It seemed like you worship this guy, Nubreed. The guy is a piece of crap. Like, he abuses women. He takes advantage of them. He used them for sex. And now he's on a full-scale war out on black women. So what I want to do is I want to show you guys exactly how Nubreed feels about the American black woman. Now, in this particular video, guys, he's not just talking about, you know, a certain kind of black woman. He's talking about all black women, right? So I want to share this with you. Now, keep in mind that his baby mother that broke up with him, she's actually white, because Nubreed don't like black women. Some of his baby mothers were black, but he got rid of them too. And he decided to go get a white woman, figuring the grass is greener on the other side. And after he did that, now he don't like white women now. So he don't like no woman. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, being that he's in Atlanta, I don't know if he's going to now go get with men. I don't know what he's going to do now, being that he's in the house alone. But this is a very, very serious situation, guys. And again, breaking news, just in case you don't know, if you've been living under a rock, Nubreed Global Truth broke up with his baby mama. He called the cops, got her arrested. She was booked into the Henry County Jail. And this is the very same woman that was on video with Nubreed when Nubreed had a fallout with Ringo TV, and he used his baby mama to attack Ringo TV and his family. The very same woman that was siding with Nubreed turned against Nubreed because there was a situation that happened out in North Carolina where Nubreed linked up with Ringo TV. Ringo TV and his wife was leaving North Carolina, and for some reason, Ringo TV, who is me, by the way, just in case you're listening, I was leaving the hotel with my wife, and this was like late, not even late, you could say early in the morning, probably around like 3, somewhere around there. And lo and behold, I caught Nubreed coming back to the hotel after he said he was leaving. And he came back to the hotel with 2 big girls going back to the telly to smash. And I caught him. And I was like, what the heck is going on here? You know what I mean? So I never released the footage of what took place, but I did release the footage around in January of this year, somewhere around there. I believe it was in the month of January, February, somewhere around there. I released the footage from the hotel. Nubreed never responded, but his baby mama did by breaking up with him because she was pregnant during the time. Matter of fact, Nubreed had 2 women pregnant at the same time, guys. That's how messy this is. It's a mess. He had 2 women pregnant at the same exact time. He had a black woman pregnant and he had the white woman pregnant. And this is a guy that claims he's following Jesus Christ, a guy that claims he follows the Bible and that he loves the Lord, but he's out here fucking women, getting them pregnant, leaving them as single mothers. And he never took any of these women down the aisle to marry them. Really, really sick, disgusting. So let's get into the content, guys. We're going to get back to the situation with the baby mama that pretty much, she can't come around Nubreed because there's a restraining order. So they were fighting in the house. Police would call, the sheriffs came out there to the house. It was one big mess. It was caught on Ring camera. Other neighbors are talking about it in the community. It's just a mess. So Nubreed is going to be moving this year, within this year, possibly by next year. You're going to see video of Nubreed in a new location. Just mark my words, guys, because he's not going to continue leasing the house, a 4-bedroom house, when there's nobody there. You see what I mean? He's not going to continue doing that. No way. Why pay all that rent if nobody's there? So that's going to pretty much happen. And also another bit of information. I believe that the baby mama took one of the vehicles. I think one of the vehicles because originally Nubreed had a vehicle when he was in North Carolina on the so-called Jamboree and so-called land initiative stuff. I think that was allegedly her vehicle, because being that she's gone and she has the child, she most likely took one of the vehicles, or maybe she took the newer model vehicle with her, being that she most likely had to sign for it because Nubreed didn't have no credit history. So it's just real messy, guys. This is a mess. I don't know why these women even get with this guy. But let's get into the content, guys. So Nubreed declared war on black women. He declares that American black women are the devil. That's right. So if you're a black woman, you want to stick around, you want to pay attention to this particular live, because I don't know, maybe you're following this guy. Maybe you're one of his followers and you're a black woman and you think that he's a man of God and that he loves his people. Well, we're going to hear something different, guys. So let's get to the content and talk about this wolf in sheep's clothing and find out what he got to say. So let's get into the content, guys. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's go.
No doubt, no doubt. Look, man. The first people who planted feet on this earth were what color? Go ahead and talk to me, y'all. Make this nothing short but interactive. The first people who planted feet on this planet, you know, Adam and Eve, I'm talking about. What color were Adam and Eve? Let's just get here real quick. All right, brown, black. Exactly. And we know that because it states in the book of Genesis that they will be made from the soil, right? So let's stabilize that for a moment. The black man came and then the black woman, right? The first people on planet. First people walking the planet. Now, the first person that did a deal with the devil was who?
Now, notice what he just did, guys. He said the first person that did a deal with the devil was who? Now, think about where this is going, guys. Now, if you're a black woman, I want you to think about what this Bible-believing man is doing here. He's saying who was the one who made a deal with the devil.
Oh, y'all not gonna say? Eve, right? But she was a what? Hey, we just said that the black man and black woman was the first people walk the planet. Don't act. Nah. Don't act like y'all don't understand what I'm talking about. The first person to ever do a deal with the devil and become one with the serpent seed was who? The BW.
Do you see that? He said that the black woman made a deal with the devil. Now, keep in mind, guys, he made this video after he broke up with his black baby mama. All of Nubreed's baby mamas left him. He got about 3 to 4 baby mamas. I think about 5. All of them left him. He's the common denominator of a man that cannot keep a woman. Every relationship, guys, every relationship this man get in with a woman, they end up pregnant. And then the woman realized that he ain't ish and they end up leaving. But the sad thing is that these women are left with babies. So it's like they got to struggle because financially, Nubreed don't take care of his kids. Like he really don't, guys. Imagine a man, a grown man, living in a 4-bedroom house, right? While his babies, 6 of them, are living in the projects, and he don't even have custody of none of these children. Imagine that, guys. This man is in a house with a 2-car garage, 4 bedrooms, backyard where kids can play. And this man is in the house by himself. None of his kids are with him. Ain't that a shame? What woman would want to be around a man like that? So your kids is in the projects, in the slums, in the ghetto, while you living in a nice community around the white man and online posing like FBA, but your baby mama is white. Now I want the FBA community to really think about this, because this guy hates white people. You know, he's also a fan of Carmelo Anthony. He believed that Carmelo Anthony is an innocent black man, even though Carmelo murdered Austin Metcalf. He's also blaming white people for the death of Nolan Wells, even though Nolan Wells died by a freak accident because he was drunk and drinking, hanging out with his buddies who happened to be white. First of all, Nolan is not even a so-called black man. He's Filipino. This is what the black community don't understand. His mother's Filipino. Nolan is Filipino. Nolan is not an African American. He's not. But that's another video, right? So Nubreed poses as a black Hebrew Israelite. Now, if you don't know anything about black Hebrew Israelites, they don't like white people, right? They believe that white people will be enslaved one day, and they're always talking about the Most High this, the Most High that, but they never talk about black on black crime, right? But he also poses as an FBA. An FBA is called a Foundational Black American. They also hate white people. And they also hate blacks that don't associate with their movement. They call them tethers. So I'm trying to figure this out. Being that this guy is a black Hebrew Israelite and an FBA, but yet his baby mama's white, I'm trying to figure it out. It's like, wait a minute, shouldn't you be with a black woman? But then I learned he made this video hating on American black women because why? His other baby mamas took him to court to get child support. That's right, guys. That's right. Because he don't want to take care of his children. I've never seen this man on videos with his kids. Never. You never see this guy with his kids. You never see him playing with his kids. But he's always talking about God and chosen ones and brothers and sisters. The man is a fraud, guys. A total fraud. And the community needs to know this. We need to stop supporting people that are out here living a fake life on social media. God has finally showed us who this man really is, guys. Do you know that Nubreed put the restraining order on his baby mother? That's right, not the other way around. Nubreed put a restraining order on his baby mama, the very same woman that he said was sent by God to be his wife, the mother of his child. This man put the restraining order on her. And for some reason, his viewers are dumbed down and docile, and they don't want to deal with this issue. It's funny to me, guys, that on YouTube, right, content creators like Nubreed can go and talk about other people. He could talk about P. Diddy. He could talk about other celebrities that may be going through a divorce. Isn't it crazy, guys? And I know as viewers, you know this to be true. You come to YouTube, you hear about stories of certain actors, their wife put a restraining order on them, and you see YouTubers talking about it, right? But when it hit close to home and now the YouTuber is facing divorces, restraining orders, child support cases, courts, all of a sudden, the YouTubers get upset when people are talking about them. And that's the case right now, being that I'm addressing this issue. Nubreed supporters and followers, they don't like the fact that I'm talking about this. They want me to leave it alone. They want me to walk away. I'm not walking away from nothing. This is breaking news. This is a YouTuber that professes God. This is a YouTuber that claims he's righteous. But it seems like every relationship he get in, it fails. Now, you tell me, how could God bless your relationship, right? And then it end up like this. Put a 1 in the chat if you can remember when I made a video where Nubreed and that woman on the screen was in a video talking about how God blessed them with a house. Put a 1 in the chat if you remember that video. Where Nubreed was talking about, yeah, you know, God blessed me. This is going to be my house where all my wives are going to be in the house, and we're going to be here having a party, and we're going to be doing this, and we're going to be doing all this other stuff. That's what Nubreed was doing, gang. He said that God blessed them with a house and how all his wives going to be in that house. You know, Nubreed took down all those videos, guys. He took down all the videos, man. You know why? It's embarrassing. This is why you don't do stuff like that. You don't come online saying God blessed you with a house. How God blessed you with a house and you leasing the house? The house don't belong to you. So how could God bless you with something that you're leasing? That don't make no sense. You know, if you got to lease the house, that's like you rent a car and you're like, God blessed me with the car. Dummy, you got to take the car back. So that's not a blessing. You understand? A blessing is when you didn't have to pay for nothing and God does something for you through someone else. That's a blessing. You know, that's like somebody lease a house for you for 2 years and you never had to pay one dime. That's a blessing. You know, even though it's not your house, it's a blessing if someone else paid for it and you didn't have to. That's a blessing. But this man got online basically gaslighting viewers like he's in this perfect relationship. And now come to find out, the very two people that was lying about Ringo TV's family, wishing death on Ringo TV's family, it's like Nubreed fell into everything that he wanted to happen in my life. Do you know that Nubreed was wishing death on me and my children? Did you guys know that? See, a lot of y'all acting like y'all don't know. Y'all acting like y'all never heard the videos. And it's like you're mad at me because I'm reporting on this news right now. Nubreed is getting his karma, guys. Major karma. Because him and his baby mama were talking a whole load of crap. Now look at them. Now look at them, fam. Divided. Divided. Why? Because they were both on demon time. And God is revealing who's who. And I need for the YouTube community to understand who you're dealing with. You're dealing with the devil, fam. When you look at Nubreed, you are looking at a wolf in sheep's clothing who poses like a man of God, but really he takes advantage of women and he hates black women. Listen to the content, guys. Hit the like button.
Yep. It looked like some of y'all scared to put BW. It is what it is. Look, Genesis chapter 3. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which the Lord God had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, have God said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the tree of the garden. But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch of it, lest ye die. And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die. For God doeth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. And when the woman saw the tree was good for food, that's all it took. Subdability. Through her desire. Through her curiosity. It says, and when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant unto the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, and took of the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto the husband with her, and he did eat.
Now, notice that part, guys. He's blaming the woman for everything, but he forgot about the part where it says that the man did eat too. He forgot about that. See, he claimed that the black woman made a deal with the devil, but he forgot that the black man also ate of the very same fruit.
The B-Dub, she made a deal with the devil. She was easily persuaded. And now, mind you, the scripture says that Adam didn't sin. It said that Eve sinned. Adam's only sin was not taking accountability, saying, Lord, I messed up. I shouldn't have did it. He just blamed the woman. But he actually didn't sin. It was Eve who brung transgression.
This fool said that Adam didn't sin. Adam did sin. That's why he was punished along with Eve, dummy. Let's go.
Into the earth. She brung it into the world. But peep what it did. Genesis 3 and 15. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. And it shall bruise thy heel, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Wow. Now, why would enmity be between our seed and her seed? Why would enmity be between her seed and our seed, brothers? Because her seed was tainted by the serpent. Yo, it's in her DNA to be evil, bro.
Wow.
It literally ruined and polluted her seed, and it caused enmity in the earth. She became one with the devil, bro. You want to know who the closest person is to the devil in this life? Y'all think it's the white man? No. It's the BW.
Wow. Notice what he said, guys. The closest thing to the devil is the black woman. That is what Nubreed Global Truth said about the black woman. And notice this. He also basically defended the white man by saying the white man is not the problem. So to all you FBA folks who rock with Nubreed, Nubreed basically said that the white man good. It's the black woman that's the problem. Ain't this crazy? Let's go.
It was Eve who brung transgression into the earth. She brung it into the world. But peep what it did.
And notice this, guys. Nubreed's mother recently passed away. Have you noticed that Nubreed never took a break off YouTube? He never told you, hey, I'm going to a funeral. He never took time off. I warned you guys, and I told you the man never loved his mother. Never did, guys. But he disrespected my dead mother who died of cancer. You understand? This man hates black women, guys. He hates them to the point where he said that they're the closest thing to the devil. That's sick.
Genesis 3 and 15. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. And it shall bruise thy heel, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Wow. Now, why would enmity be between our seed and her seed? Why would enmity be between her seed and our seed, brothers? Because her seed was tainted by the serpent.
And keep in mind, he made this video after one of his baby mamas took him to court for his money, fam, and took the kids. Let's go.
Yo, it's in her DNA to be evil, bro.
He said it's in the black woman's DNA to be evil, basically making it seem like black men are not evil. That's basically what he's saying. He's basically saying that black men are saints and black women are evil. That is what this YouTuber is saying about the American black woman.
It literally ruined and polluted her seed, and it caused enmity in the earth. She became one with the devil, bro. You want to know who the closest person is to the devil?
Who?
In this life? Y'all think it's the white man?
He said, y'all think it's the white man? Y'all think it's the white man? It's not the white man.
No. It's the BW.
Wow.
It's the BW.
That's crazy.
Y'all mad. I get it. Look, let me just tell y'all like this. My content is for black men.
He said his content is for black men. So to all the black women that follow Nubreed Global Truth, I'm here to tell you, his content is not for you. It's for black men.
My content is for black men. I don't care about nobody else.
He don't care about women, guys. From his mouth. I didn't make this up. This is coming directly from Nubreed Global Truth. He said that his content is for black men, which means it's not for black women. So he don't care about you ladies. Let's go.
Except for black men. I want to make sure you black men are good.
Wow. So he's on a full-scale war against black women, guys. That's what this YouTuber is doing. He's expressing his hatred for American black women. And the question is why? Because he recently broke up with his baby mama, guys. He recently broke up with his baby mama, and he's taking it out on the American black woman. Let's go.
I want to make sure you black men don't get caught up in the devil's tactics.
Wow.
I want to make sure you black men don't get caught up with the enemy that's within. I can care less about anybody else but black men.
Wow.
We're the last of a dying breed. We're the last ones left. My whole platform is about the survival of black men.
There you go. Look, I don't know if if you're a woman and you are still following Nubreed Global Truth, something's wrong with you. Because he just said that his whole platform is about the survival of black men. And keep in mind, he don't speak for black men like me. He's of the type of black men that take advantage of black women. You know, the type of black men that have babies out of wedlock, the type of black men that don't marry the women he deal with. Like I said, guys, you may not know this, but recently, Nubreed broke up with one of his other baby mothers. He got about 4 or 5 of them now. You know, Nubreed got about 6 to 7 kids. No cap. You know, he put a restraining order on this one so she can't come by the house. He kicked her out the house with the baby, right? Because he don't want to deal with it. So right now, he's trying to move on to a new woman. Now, let me see, guys. Let me see if I could do this real quick. Give me a minute, guys. I want to show you a receipt that was sent to me. And I want to show you how he's trying to, let me see, get a new woman in the house. I'm going to kind of let the video play and I'll get that receipt for you guys. I'm going to play an interesting receipt that's going to make you guys see how he's trying to recruit a new black woman to get pregnant again to move into the house. Let's go.
The survival of black men. And I can tell you this right now.
Let me rewind it back a little bit, guys. Give me a minute. Let me rewind it back a little bit. Let's go.
It was Eve who brought transgression into the earth. She brought it into the world. But peep what it did. Genesis 3:15. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. And it shall bruise thy heel, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Wow.
Give me a minute. Let me do something real fast, guys. Let me see if I could do this. Okay. How can I get this thing? No, I can't get that. That's not it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Let me see. Okay. I'll figure it out. I'll let the video play and I'll figure this thing out as I go.
TB between our seed and her seed. Why would enmity be between her seed and our seed, brothers? Because her seed was tainted by the serpent. Yo, it's in her DNA to be evil, bro. It literally ruined and polluted her seed, and it caused enmity in the earth. She became one with the devil, bro. You want to know who the closest person is to the devil in this life? Y'all think it's the white man? No. It's the BW.
Wow.
It's the BW. Oh, y'all mad. I get it. Look, let me just tell y'all like this. My content is for black men. My content is for black men. I don't care about nobody else. Except for black men. I want to make sure you black men are good. I want to make sure you black men don't get caught up in the devil's tactics. I want to make sure you black men don't get caught up with the enemy that's within. I can care less about anybody else but black men. We're the last of a dying breed. We're the last ones left. My whole platform is about the survival of black men. The survival of black men. And I can tell you this right now. Ever since I can remember, The B-dub has caused us nothing but pain and grief.
Wow.
Pain and grief. And no, I'm not talking about your grandmothers. I'm not talking about your mothers. I'm not talking about your aunts. That's stupid. You're not in romantic relationships with them. I'm talking about these women who create enmity between the seeds.
Now, guys, watch this receipt I'm going to show you. Now, notice how much hate he's expressing towards black women, right? So now, let me get this receipt for you guys, you good people out there. Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, right? Let's get this receipt on the screen, guys. Let's get this receipt. Let me see if I got it here. Let me see if it works. Okay, it works. Good. Okay, let's get this on the screen, guys, so that you can all participate in how this devil is trying to seduce black women. Let's go. Now watch this, guys. This is a receipt right here. This receipt was sent to me exclusively, and I want you to see exactly how this devil will lure black women in. This is why if you're a black woman, you got to be careful, ladies. Please, please be careful. Be careful out here with these demons, right? So now look at how Nubreed is doing a reaction video. Now, watch how he talks about this woman who's a black woman. Let's hear how he sound in this tape. Let's watch this.
One of the little boys that was on that boat.
Look, she got some good skin, boy. She look majestic. I thought she was AI for a second. You know she using her cocoa butter over there. Skin looking flawless, y'all. I thought that was a AI.
When Nolan didn't come back, and now his family has to grieve and seek justice because of something that happened that they refused to cooperate with the family. But let me give you a little insight on why.
She got me distracted, bro. I gotta play this from the top.
Me, Ashley Cole, who's a judge in Mississippi, who's also been identified as the stepmother of Warren Hudson. You know, one of the little boys that was on that boat when Nolan didn't come back, and now his family has to grieve and seek justice because of something that happened that they refused to cooperate with the family. But let me give you a little insight on why Judge Cole is Exhibit 1 as to why this family needs their independent investigation. You see, it's attached to people who are judges, who are lawyers.
Girl, shut your cute ass up. We ain't hear nothing you talking about. Pretty brown eyes, and you know. She one of them Jones, she be talking, you're not even listening. You're like, yeah, for real? Uh-huh.
Do you see how he's lusting after the black woman? Now, keep in mind, this is where he was talking about the Nolan Wells situation. Now, for those of you who don't know, again, when we're talking about the Nolan Wells situation, we're talking about the fact that Nubreed is no longer with his baby mother. So he ain't getting no pussy right now. I'm just keeping it a buck. We're keeping it, you know, raw, uncut. So right now, he ain't fucking on nothing. So at this point, he's now trying to lust after the black woman when he just finished disrespecting the black woman, saying she's the closest thing to the devil. Now, keep in mind, ladies, Nubreed believed that you are the closest thing to the devil. He just got rid of his white baby mama, and now he's trying to go back to the black woman. Let's go.
Hudson, you know, one of the little boys that was on that boat.
Look, she got some good skin, boy. She look majestic. I thought she was AI for a second. You know she using her cocoa butter over there. Skin looking flawless, y'all. I thought that was a AI.
He's supposed to be focusing on the Nolan Wells case. Instead, he's lusting after the black woman. Think about this, ladies. These men like him, they don't care about you. They only care about fucking. That's it.
When Nolan didn't come back, and now his family has to grieve and seek justice because of something that happened that they refused to cooperate with the family. But let me give you a little insight on why.
She got me distracted, bro.
He said that she got him distracted. Think about this. When a man cannot pay attention when he's doing his show and he's distracted by the woman, but instead he's not even listening to what she got to say. Ladies, you gotta peep game. A lot of times you could be talking to a ninja and You know, you might be an attractive woman. At the same time, if he's not paying attention to you, meaning you, your personality, who you are as a woman, and instead he's just looking at your beauty, that's not the kind of man that you need in your life, because he just want to fuck you and leave you. Just keeping it a buck. You know, it's one thing to be a woman and you're attractive. It's another thing when a man is only focusing on that and he's not concerned about you at all. That's how Nubreed is here. But we just finished hearing him say that the black woman is the closest thing to the devil and how she's evil by nature. Why would he be lusting after the black woman if he believes she's evil by nature? Because he's a lust demon and he only want to lay with the black woman.
I got to play this from the top.
Meet Ashley Cole, who's a judge in Mississippi, who's also been identified as the stepmother of Warren Hudson. You know, one of the little boys that was on that boat.
And he's the type that will slide in her DM. Like, he'll go look for this woman's social media. You know what I'm saying? She might be on TikTok, whatever the case is. He's the type of devil that will go find her social media, slide in her DM and be like, yeah, I'm a content creator on YouTube. I was watching your video and I thought that you cute. And then he'll lure her in, have sex with her, plant his seed, turn her into a baby mama, and then leave her with a baby. Now, keep in mind, ladies, this man have about 4 baby mamas already, like 6 to 7 kids, possibly more. Remember, guys, if he kept the news away from us about the restraining order he put up on his previous baby mother and the breakup that he just had, he kept that a secret. I'm the one who revealed that to the public. No other YouTuber was talking about this other than me. You got some other dickhead named Brainwaves who literally made a video copying off of everything I do. He went to the damn website, right? Paid, signed up to get the documents that I already have, and went and aired it out. And he's on video talking about, yeah, I'm the first person to air out these documents. Ninja, if I didn't make a video about this situation with Nubreed, you wouldn't even know. If I didn't put the link in the description area of my video for you to go get the documents, you wouldn't have documents. So please shut up. Talking about what you did first. You literally copying everything I do. If I didn't talk about this situation, you wouldn't even know about the situation. Now, this situation here, guys, is to prove that Nubreed only see black women for sexual purposes, because he's lusting after one here. And this is a recent video here. This is recent. He's doing this in front of his audience too. Look at the live chat. That's his audience. You see that? And there's black women in the audience, and they think that Nubreed loves black women because he's doing this. He don't love black women. He hates them. He likes to sleep with them. You know? That's what ninjas do. They like to sleep with black women, but they don't love black women. You got to know the difference, ladies. Just because you look good and a man is attracted to you, it doesn't mean that he really like you. It means that he want to get his rocks off. It's very dangerous to be a black woman in America. Very dangerous, because you really got to know if this man is true blue for you. You got to know if he's doing this from the heart or he's just full of lust. This is why I tell ladies, keep your legs closed. I understand we human. I understand, you know, you might get horny. I know you might have feelings, but you got to know that this man is for you. You got to know that, because a lot of times these ninjas just want to lay up, and once they get what they want, they out after that.
When Nolan didn't come back.
And keep in mind, ladies, I'm a father of 4 daughters. So I'm not speaking like one of these ninjas in the streets. I got 4 girls. 4. So when you hear me talking like this, I'm speaking raw. Let's go.
And now his family has to grieve and seek justice because of something that happened that they refused to cooperate with the family. But let me give you a little insight on why Judge Cole is exhibit 1 as to why this family needs their independent investigation. You see, it's attached to people who are judges, who are lawyers.
Girl, shut your cute ass up. We ain't hear nothing you talking about.
Notice that he's not even hearing her, guys. Think about this. The young lady's being professional, talking about the subject in terms of the Nolan Wells. This ninja said, we not even hearing what you talking about. We're not even hearing you. We're too busy focusing on how you look. We just want to sleep with you. How do you see what I realize with a lot of black men like this, right? They don't know how to communicate with women. They think that all they got to do is just play this little game. You're so cute. You're so this. And you're disrespecting her to her face. And you think that that's impressing her. It's not. You got a lot of black women that are in professional positions in life. They got good jobs, good careers. And when you come at them like this, you're showing her that you don't care about her or her professional opinion in regards to the case. There's a time and a place for everything. At the same time, he's doing this on a live stream. Why he's doing this, ladies? Why he's doing this? Because he recently broke up with his baby mother. So at this point, he's horny. He's looking for some vagina. He's looking for a new woman to get in that house. Ladies, be very careful about this YouTuber. Don't let him lure you into that house of horrors.
Itty brown eyes, and you know. She one of them Jones, she be talking, you're not even listening. You're like, yeah, for real? Uh-huh. Nah, but she right though.
Now he's saying she's right though. Now, let's take this off the screen. Let's get back to the content, guys, of showing you what Nubreed Global Truth had to say about the American black woman. He said that she is the closest thing to the devil as possible and said that she's basically just wicked. That's how he feel about black women in America. Listen at the tape, ladies.
That shall bruise thy head, and you shall bruise his heel, based on the demonic impression that these women have. Look, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. B-dubs in America are evil, bro.
Wow. Did you hear that, guys? Nubreed Global Truth, the same guy that you just saw lusting after the black woman. In this clip, he said that the American black woman is evil. And he's speaking about all black women. All, guys. He's generalizing all black women as evil, even though he was just lusting after that other woman in the video clip. And this is all why. Why is he doing all of this? Because he broke up, guys. He broke up with his white baby mother. He had about 3 other black women pregnant. And he said, you know what? I'm done with black women. I'm going to go get a white woman now. Breed up a white woman. And now he failed in that relationship too. It seemed like every relationship Nubreed gets in, it ends in failure. And the sad thing about this is that a lot of babies are being born out of wedlock. Guys, this man have 6 kids, 6 to 7 kids, no cap. I'm not even exaggerating. This man got about 6 to 7 kids with different women, about 3 to 5 women. And he possibly have more babies out here that we don't even know about because he's so secretive with the amount of women he's sleeping with. And now he here disrespecting the American black woman. Let's go.
They're unadulterated evil. The scriptures already told you.
Wow.
In Ecclesiasticus 25:19, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her.
He has hatred for women, guys. Look at his face. Look at his face, ladies. I want you to see this. Look at that face. That's the face of the devil. He hates black women. And keep in mind, he got black daughters. And he's talking like that, guys. How disgusting of a man who claims he's with God to disrespect women in this manner. In this manner, guys. Saying that black women are the closest thing to the devil and how they're inherently evil. This is how he feels. Let's go.
There is no wickedness like the wickedness of a woman. Bro, BWs love abortions.
You see that? He said BWs love abortions. Now, I don't have all the information of what happened between him and his ex. I'm thinking that she either got an abortion because she just didn't want to carry his baby once she realized that he had all these other women pregnant. and all these kids out of wedlock. But something happened back then, guys, when he made this video. He was with a black woman and something happened and he took it to social media to bash that woman because she decided not to deal with him. And I'm telling you guys, many women got pregnant by this guy, and they had abortions. Now, I don't agree with abortion. At the same time, I can't blame these ladies for the choices that they made once they found out that this guy was going to be a deadbeat dad. Why bring a child into the world, ladies, if you know that the man is going to be a demon and he's not going to help you take care of the baby and you're going to struggle alone? So because one of these women allegedly had an abortion or left him and took the kids and put him on child support, he took it to social media to bash all black women. Let's go.
They love exterminating children from the womb. BWs love it.
See the evil?
They were the main ones worshiping Moloch.
This is pure hatred, guys. You could tell that he's hurt. You could tell that he had a bad experience with one woman and he went online to bash all of them. This is extreme hate for women, fam. This is sad. This is really, really bad.
I don't understand. The only reason why the election is so close is because B-dubs want the right to destroy your children, brothers. This is about survival. This is war.
Wow.
Do you realize this is war? They're not on the same page as you black men because
see, he's the type of influencer that is poisoning black men to treat black women like trash. So a lot of you ladies, you're probably wondering why a lot of the guys you run into have the mindset like this animal on the screen. It's because they've been influenced. They've been influenced by the devil. The devil is working through social media to destroy the black family. This is why we got so many problems with dating and so on and so forth, because we got these YouTubers that are online poisoning black men, making them think like, look, we need to just use black women for sex and leave them to the curb. They're getting this type of behavior from Nubreed, guys. They're getting it from Nubreed. If you're a black woman, please stop following these type of people, guys. Stop, because he's going to seduce you in. And I feel sorry for that lady that's in the video, because I can guarantee you that Nubreed slid into her DMs, guys. This woman here, be careful. If anybody know this lady, please contact her and tell her, beware of Nubreed.
Hudson, you know, one of the little boys that was on that boat.
Look, she got some good skin, boy. She look majestic. I thought she was AI for a second.
Please, somebody contact that woman, whoever she is, if you know her social medias, and let her know. Beware of Nubreed. Nubreed is going to target her. He's going to target her. He's going to try to get her vagina and lay seeds in her and leave her with a baby. Please don't let another black woman be a victim by the devil. Please don't let this happen. Let's go.
I'm not voting for Kamala, but they are. They're not on your side. They're not checking for you. Bro, y'all got to understand what I'm saying is the absolute truth. B-dubs in America hate black men. They hate godly men. Yo, as long as I can remember, I remember the first time I got in trouble.
Notice he's talking about the first time he got in trouble, when he got arrested, guys. Let's go.
And the reason I got in trouble because I was raised by a B-dub. That's why.
Notice he said he was raised by a B-dub. He's talking about his own mom. He called his own mom a B-dub. I told you guys, Nubreed never loved his own mother. He said he was raised by a B-dub. You see that? Single mother household. He was not raised with his father. Let's go.
Main reason. And I remember the first time getting in trouble. I should have gotten out on my own recognizance. I had everything I needed to get out on my own recognizance.
Remember, guys, you folks that are in the clouds, If you want to join the conversation, become a channel member so you can join the live chat. My live chat is a clean, safe place where you're able to have conversations with civilized human beings. No trolls, no nonsense, no BS. So join the membership so you can have access to the live chat. Let's go.
Case was signed, sealed, and delivered for this young man who's never been in trouble to get out on his own recognizance. I can remember this like it was yesterday. And y'all know what happened? I was teary-eyed. I was scared. I was a teenager. I knew that I didn't belong there because I'm a young child and these are adults and I should be out on my own recognizance. Guess who was in charge to say yay or nay? It's a B-dub.
So he was mad because when he got arrested, he was around a bunch of grown men in the jail. And now he's blaming black women because there must have been a black woman who was in charge of his future in terms of the decision of whether to leave him there or not. And he's blaming black women for this.
And you know what? She smiled as she incarcerated me.
You got exactly what you deserve, dummy. Now think about this, guys. He said that the black woman smiled when she incarcerated him. And you wondering why this animal sided with Carmelo Anthony. You're wondering why. It seemed like criminals support criminals. You being put in prison was the best thing ever. Of course it would make a woman smile. It would make anybody smile because you deserved it. Let's go.
I remember it. Teary-eyed, like, yo, this shouldn't be happening. I was over here doing this. I was schooling out. This is going to interrupt my life. This is what happened. Da-da-da-da-da.
Why you were teary-eyed for? I thought you were a gangster. You were crying like a damn kid, crying for your mama. And you mad at the black woman because judgment came down on you. That's sad.
The BW smiled. You know why? Because the thought of being able to destroy a black man.
Destroy a black man? You the one that committed the crime, dummy. You committed the crime. Nobody did that to you. How you gonna blame black women for destroying you when you're out here committing crimes?
It brought her great joy. It brought her great joy. This is a fact. A person who looked like they should have been old enough to be my mother got great joy in seeing me incarcerated.
You were incarcerated because you're a fool. Just like all these YNs out here committing crimes. You know? Imagine this clown is upset with black women because he was put behind bars. This animal, grown man, still hurt because of the past. If he still could remember when he was a teenager, then you know he was hurt by a woman and he's still bitter about it. And you wondering why all these men be on YouTube bashing women all day. You're wondering why. It's because they were hurt. They were hurt in the past and they're carrying bitterness. And they want women to feel like, oh, it's your fault. No, a lot of these ninjas just wanted to control. And when they couldn't get the control they wanted over the woman, because the woman was strong enough to say, you know what, I'm not going to tolerate this nonsense no more. Now they take it to social media to bash them.
See me in pain. When I go to the hospital, if my life is in danger and I'm sick, black women look at me like they want me to die. Do you understand? They look like they want to see me die, bro. This is just the facts. I'm not making none of this up. I'm telling you. They don't want to see you living.
No, he's mad at his baby mamas, guys. When you see Nubreed go like this, guys, I've been on YouTube long enough to see this content creator crash out every time he break up with a baby mama. He always do this. He'll make about a good 20 videos back to back talking about how he's going solo. He's going to go at it alone and how guys, you know, if you're going through what you're going through, it's like he keep projecting his life onto his viewers as if though they're all going through the same sufferings. And he want black men to hate women. That is what he do, guys. So be very careful. He made this video after breaking up with his baby mama. And for those of you that don't know, again, those of you that don't know, Nubreed Global Truth basically got his baby mama arrested and booked into the Henry County Jail. That's right, guys. The very woman that you used to see on video with Nubreed, they broke up, guys. She got custody of the baby. They're basically going to court. It's one big mess. And he tried to hide it from social media because he want to appear like this perfect guy with a perfect relationship. No, no, no. God is good, and God revealed what was in the dark. He brought it to the light. And basically now that woman had to get thrown in jail. Basically, he put a restraining order on her. They were fighting at the house. It became very toxic. And, the courts came in. One big mess. All the neighbors were outside. It was one big scandal. Police everywhere. It was a mess. And she was kept calling his house and communicating and harassing him. So he put a restraining order on her. She can't come between 200 feet or whatever from his house. She can't be around him. She can't do nothing. She can't make videos about him. She can't say nothing about him. And he can't say nothing about her, or else he gonna get put in prison. So there's one big mess, guys, going on. And he tried to hide this from social media because, again, as a social media influencer, a lot of times as YouTubers, we talk about other people's problems. We talk about other people getting put in prison. We talk about everybody. But when something happens in our personal life, right, all of a sudden, we don't want nobody talking about us. Isn't that crazy, guys? Isn't that crazy how a YouTuber could be talking about who got a divorce, who slept with who got put on child support, but the minute they get put on child support or have a divorce, they start crying because you're talking about them. And that's what he's dealing with right now. He don't like the fact that I'm talking about him right now. I'm the only YouTuber that's actually talking about the situation, guys, but it is what it is. Let's get back to the content, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's go.
Somebody said you need a hug. No, I need you brothers to understand that black women in America are evil.
Wow. He said black women in America are evil. That's what he said, guys. He said black women in America are evil. But look at this.
Hudson, one of the little boys that was on that boat.
Look, she got some good skin, boy. She look majestic. I thought she was AI for a second. She using her cocoa butter over there.
So he's lusting after the black woman here. But in the other video, he's saying that black women are evil, guys. Let's get back to the content. Hit the like button.
They're evil. There is no type of service, no nothing. They don't look out for you. They hate you, brothers.
He's telling black men that black women hate black men. But yet in his clip, he's lusting after black women.
Hudson, one of the little boys that was on that boat.
Look, she got some good skin, boy. She look majestic. I thought she was AI for a second. She using her cocoa butter over there. Skin looking flawless, y'all. I thought that was a AI.
This is crazy, fam. Let me get back to the video. I had rewinded back a little bit by mistake. Let me see where we at.
Demonic, religious BWs scare me, bro.
Hold on, let me rewind back. Let's see.
I knew that I didn't belong there because I'm a young child and these are adults and I should be out on my own recognizance. Guess who was in charge?
Who?
To say yay or nay. It's a B-dub. And you know what?
I'm glad it was a B-dub that pretty much was presiding over the case to put your ass in jail. You deserve it. Let's go.
She smiled as she incarcerated me. I remember. Teary-eyed like, yo.
Think about this. This grown-ass man on YouTube crying about what happened to him when he was a teenager. He still remembers it, guys. You know what? Because he's carrying bitterness.
This shouldn't be happening. I was over here doing this. I was schooling out. This is going to interrupt my life. This is what happened.
He wasn't able to graduate high school because he was in jail. Let's go.
The BW smiled. You know why? Because the thought of being able to destroy a black man, it brought her great joy. It brought her great joy. This is a fact. A person who looked like they should have been old enough to be my mother, got great joy in seeing me incarcerated.
She didn't have no joy. She was doing her job. You think she had joy because you hate black women. You know, she did her job by putting your dumb ass in jail because you were out there committing crimes, being a thug goon. Let's go.
Seeing me in pain. When I go to the hospital, if my life is in danger and I'm sick, black women look at me like they want me to die. Do you understand? They look like they want to see me die, bro. This is just the facts. I'm not making none of this up. I'm telling you. They don't want to see you living. Somebody said you need a hug. No, I need you brothers to understand that black women in America are evil.
What?
They're evil.
Wow.
There is no type of service, no nothing. They don't look out for you. They hate you, brothers.
That's crazy.
They hate you, brothers. And then I had on my last comment section, some lady talking about she loved black men, she loved this and loved that. I asked her if she was married to a black man, it was crickets. Like, stop it. Black love don't exist in America.
Wow.
We're not on the same page. B-dubs in America only use men for sex. This is a fact.
He's all cap. He said that black women use black men for sex. What? This don't make no sense, fam. Like, what are you talking about? What do you mean, black what? No, it's black men like you that use black women for sex. That's why you have a pile of kids. Ladies and gentlemen of the court of public opinion, this YouTuber, guys, I don't think you know this, guys. This guy that you see there, right? He got about 6 to 7 kids out of wedlock from like 4 to 5 different women. The man didn't marry none of these women. And he goes around YouTube claiming that he's practicing polygyny in terms of having multiple wives. That's all cap. This man have nothing but toxic relationships. And recently, he got one of his baby mothers arrested and booked into the county jail and basically kicked her out the house, guys. Literally, with a child. Kicked her out the house, right? This man lives in a 4-bedroom house, 2-car garage, backyard, barbecue grill and all, right? And he don't got none of his baby mamas there. None of the children. None of them is with him. And he got all this space where his kids can play and live and just be fun. Nope. You never see them at the house. He don't invite none of his baby mamas because he have bad relationships with all his baby mamas. The man is horrible. A horrible example of a father, guys. Terrible. I feel so sorry for them kids, even being in a world like this where they got to deal with this mess. I would love to interview all his baby mamas, guys, where I could just have them on the show where we could. I'm going to see if there's a way I can reach out to Nubreed's baby mothers and kind of see if I can get an interview with these ladies to find out the real tea of what's going on, because this guy professed himself to be a godly man who's serving God and he always quoting scriptures. But you folks that are viewing, what you don't know is that this man is a terrible father. Terrible. How you going to kick out the mother of your child out the house with the baby, guys? So much so, she had to literally go to the courts so that she could get the things in the house, guys. She had to get the things for the baby in the house, man. This man tried to destroy and control the woman. And based on my reports, guys, based on all the information that's coming in down the pipeline, it appears that Nubreed, guys, now think about this, guys. It appears that Nubreed got with this white woman, right, when she was probably around 16, 17, somewhere around there, because he got with her, then he impregnated her. When this woman was impregnated with Nubreed's seed, she was around 19 or 20 years old. So a man just don't impregnate a woman at 19 or 20. He had to have known her before that. So she had to be around 17, 18, 16, 17, 18, somewhere around there for them to build up the relationship. You know what I mean? And he impregnated her. And I was thinking like, you know, she was older than that. But once we did the research and start looking at what her age is today, she's 23 right now, guys. She's 23. So that means that Nubreed was messing with her while she was a teenager. And y'all didn't know this. Y'all did not know this, man. And this is sick. Absolutely sick that this young lady got to deal with all this mess right now, fam. Raising a child by herself while a YouTuber sit online making all this money, right? She got to fend for herself with a baby, guys. And Nubreed never married her. Just pumped her up with seeds, had sex with her, destroyed her womb, and now she got to deal with all the demons from this monster. Absolutely sick.
They have chose career. The moment you brothers think you're going to start getting feelings for one of these B-dubs, they're going to dip set. That's just what it is. I'm telling you the truth. So
do you see what she just said? She's going to dip set. He said once you catch feelings with one of these B-dubs, they're going to dip set. What is the translation? They're going to leave you. They're going to break up with you. Why did Nubreed make that video? Because he broke up with his baby mama. She left him and he got hurt. You understand? Real bad. Anytime he have baby mama drama, he come to social media and start bashing all black women. It's like he punished all black women. All black women get punished anytime Nubreed have issues with his baby mamas. Let's go.
Avoid these damn devils. They're evil, bro. They are evil. There's nothing to it. Look, listen to the scriptures. Listen to the scriptures. Hold on, let me pull this up. Because you
remember I told you that he liked to quote Bible scriptures. He loved quoting the Bible, but he don't live by the Bible.
No, you're going to have these women. What about the black man? Look, black men are the last hope that we have for America.
You see that? He totally disregard black men that are out here doing evil. And he says that black men are the last hope. Because he know that women are going to be watching the video and they're going to be like, well, what about black men? You're talking about black women this, black women that, but what about these black men? He said that basically black men are the last hope. In other words, we're without fault. When a lot of black men ain't shit. And keep in mind, guys, I'm a black man. I'm a father of all girls. So when I speak on these issues, I'm not going to be sitting around here throwing women under the bus when I got 4 daughters to raise and I got to be concerned about these damn ninjas. You understand? I don't want my daughters around ninjas. You know what I'm saying? They got to be decent men, you know, like me. But this animal hates black women and he don't hold black men accountable. When black men out here leaving women with babies, using them for sex every single day, you know, but nobody talks about that because he don't want to offend his black male viewers. He don't want to offend them. So he's pandering towards them by bashing the black woman so that his views can go up.
Black men are the last hope, but black men gonna have to survive.
Now watch what he say, guys. Listen, guys and ladies, you got to listen to this. He's gonna now tell black men that we need to leave the black woman alone entirely and go get with other women from other groups and abandon the black woman.
Black men are going to have to start procreating with other nations.
Wow!
Black men are going to have to leave these women behind. You're going to have to leave them behind. It's over. They already chose the satanic system, brothers. You're going to have to do what you got to do.
Wow, wow, wow. Man. This is crazy. So he's basically saying that we as black men need to leave black women behind, go get with the white woman or Asian woman or any other woman other than black woman so that we could procreate. Ain't that crazy? But yet, if you're a black woman and you get with a white man, right, have an interracial relationship, this idiot on the screen is the first to bash you by saying that you are a, what you call that word, a swirler, or whatever they call these women, these black women that get with white men or men outside their race. Black men on YouTube are the first to bash a black woman if she's in an interracial relationship. But yet, it's okay for black men to teach black men to go get with other women. Now, it's one thing if that's his preference, but he's basically hateful and hate black women so much that he's putting out a decree for all black men to abandon black women. Why? Because he is butthurt about his baby mama leaving him. That's why he's upset.
You're gonna have to do what you gotta do. I know this is pissing some of you off.
He said it's pissing some of you off. So he know what he's doing is pissing people off.
Page. B-dubs in America only use men for sex. This is a fact. They have chose career. The moment you brothers think you're going to start getting feelings for one of these B-dubs, they're going to dipset. That's just what it is. I'm telling you the truth so you can avoid these damn devils.
Wow.
They're evil, bro. They are evil. There's nothing to it. Look, listen to the scriptures. Listen to the scriptures. Hold on, let me pull this up. Because, you know, you're going to have these women. What about the black man? Look, black men are the last hope that we have for America. Black men are the last hope. But black men going to have to survive. Black men are going to have to start procreating with other nations. Black men are going to have to leave these women behind. You're going to have to leave them behind. It's over. They already chose the satanic system, brothers. You're going to have to do what you got to do. I know this is pissing some of you off. I get it. No, I'm here to tell you, they want to see you men canceled. They want to see you destroyed. They want to see you lose everything. They want to see you at the bottom. They're all in competition with you, brothers. They're all in competition, especially the religious ones. Religious women are absolutely 100% emphatically evil. They're demonic.
This is crazy. Yo, this man hate black women so much that he even hate the black women that are Christians, the black women that are Bible believers. He hates them too. Are y'all not seeing this? But yet y'all keep getting mad at me for talking about this issue, man. I'm trying to help wake y'all up about this devil named Nubreed Global Truth, and I keep getting hate from people. It doesn't make sense, guys. Now he's attacking the people, the women that are churchgoers. So basically, Nubreed hates women that follow Jesus Christ. So if you're a woman that's a Bible believer, he hates you too, you know? Now, don't get me wrong. You got women that, you know, are a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but you also have men that are the same. See, it's all about balance, guys. It's one thing if he made a video and he's talking about a specific type of woman, not all black women, but a specific type of woman that he had a bad experience with. And he's trying to educate black men on avoiding women like that. That's one thing. But to bash all American black women, throw them all in the same pot and say they're evil and that they're no good and we need to go get white women. The white women don't want Nubreed. It ain't a bunch of white women all over the place that are flocking to knock at his door right now because they know better. They know that he's a bum. They know that he abused women. They know that he don't take care of his kids. Why would they want to go get with him to deal with all this drama? You know, it don't make no sense. So him expressing this level of hate against women is really diabolical.
Religious BWs scare me, bro.
Wow.
They scare me, bro.
He said religious BWs, religious black women, scare him. So he's afraid of the religious ones even more.
They don't want to see a young brother, an older brother, an elder brother rise up and teach God's people. No, bro. They're all Jezebels.
He said that all black women are Jezebels. I want black viewers, black women that are viewing this live, please avoid this guy. He said that all black women are Jezebels. So if you're a black woman, right, and you believe in God, you're a respectful woman that respect yourself, please avoid men like him. You know what I'm saying? His name is Nubreed Global Truth on YouTube. And he acts as if though he loves black people, but he really hates black women. Let's go.
They're all lurking to try to destroy the man of God, bro. This is the facts. They're evil. They literally have drank the wine of Babylon. They love feminism more than family. This is a fact.
But yet all his baby mamas are not with him, not because they're bad women. It's because he is the common denominator. Guys, you have to think about this. If this man have about 4 to 5 baby mothers and none of them are with him, you gonna tell me that all those women are bad? No, he's the problem. He's the problem. He's not a good man. He's controlling, argumentative, cantankerous. You know, he only uses women for sex. When my wife and I left North Carolina, guys, and we were heading on back to New York, we saw Nubreed in the parking lot. The video is right on the page, guys. I published the whole video at the hotel. Look for it on the platform. This man was cheating with 2 women, guys. He was bringing 2 women back to the hotel to fuck, drink, smoke, do whatever. Back to the hotel. We thought he already checked out because when we left the hotel, everybody left. You know what I'm saying? That night, Rollo left. Everybody left. Everybody was out. I was leaving, you know, at a certain time in the morning. Nubreed already left. He had his car packed. So I was like, okay, cool. You out. It is what it is. Right? We heading back to the parking lot. We see this dude drunk, guys, pissy drunk, coming from a bar with 2 women to go back to the telly to smash. And keep in mind, he had 2 women pregnant at the same time already. This ninja was on YouTube doing online baby showers. People were giving him all their money, buying strollers, gifts, lawn mowers. They was like, buy the lawnmower so he could compete with Ringo, doing all this goofy stuff. And he had 2 women, a black woman and a white woman, pregnant at the same time, guys. That mean this nasty ass ninja was fucking these women at the same time, raw dogging them, dirty, while outside sleeping around with other women, dog. And once I released the video showing the proof that he was at the hotel with those 2 women, right? He was on the phone in the video talking to his pregnant baby mama. And she probably was pissed when she saw that video, knowing that Nubreed was talking to her on the phone while he was at the telly trying to fuck those other 2 women. Raw. Think about how disgusting this is. And yet he was living with her, fam. So while he raw dogging his baby mama, he was out raw dogging random women, bruh. Disgusting. This piece of shit was outside doing this mess. And he want to be online talking about he's a man of God? Are you kidding me? That's not polygyny. That's wickedness, man. You don't treat women like that. You don't have a old lady home pregnant, two women pregnant. And you outside raw dogging other women randomly. You don't do stuff like that, fam. You don't do that, man. That is sick. Just think about it, ladies. You home carrying a baby. You thinking that this man is doing the right thing. You figuring, oh, he out in North Carolina handling business. But instead, he out there looking for vagina. Not even strapping up. This man is raw dogging women and then coming back home to you. Ain't that sick? And the whole time she thought he was Mr. Faithful, he had another woman pregnant, bruh. And on YouTube, posing like a righteous man. And y'all gave him all y'all money. And now the news broke. They're now separated. This man put a restraining order on the very same woman, guys, that he was in videos talking about me and my wife. Look how God is, bro. God is good. This man was wishing all sorts of evil on my family. Now look at his. They broke up. I thought they were blessed. I thought God was with them. That very same image, he was in that clip talking about my wife and me in a negative way, spreading lies. And now look, he called the police on his baby mama, put her in the Henry County jail. All of this is documented. You understand? This is what he's doing. And the baby was taken out the house because of all the domestic violence, bruh. That house is a house of horrors. When you see him standing in front of that house doing videos, talking about, hey, brothers and sisters, I want you to know the truth. It was a mess on that block. All the cops that was at his house, it was sad, bro. It was sad. The amount of police that pulled up at his door. All the neighbors were outside. And he tried to hide this from social media. Matter of fact, they talking about it on Facebook. Uh-oh. He probably wondering how I know. They talking about it on Facebook. That's right. They got photos. They showing info. Oh, yeah. It was a big commotion at his house. A lot of drama. Talking all this mess about he a man of God. And he better not have put hands on her, because let me find out that you were beating on this woman. Let me find out that you put hands on her. Let me find out that you were beating up a woman in the house. Because ain't no surprising what he did, fam. Ain't no surprise. I wouldn't be surprised if this man was beating on this woman, choking her. I wouldn't be surprised. Because a lot of times you have women that be abused and they stay in these relationships. And being that he's younger, he probably had her under control, beating her, keeping her under his total control where she couldn't leave the house or do anything. Because you know he crazy. These type of ninjas are evil. And I need for ladies to understand. And keep in mind, ladies, he busy bashing black women. But in this clip, he was lusting after a black woman. Check it out.
Hudson, you know, one of the little boys that was on that boat.
Look, she got some good skin, boy. She look majestic. I thought she was AI for a second. You know she using her cocoa butter over there. Skin looking flawless, y'all. I thought that was a AI.
When Nolan didn't come back, and Ashley Cole, who's a judge in Mississippi, who's also...
Keep in mind, he made this video after the breakup with his baby mama. And look at how he's lusting after the black woman. Lusting with desire for some pussy. Ladies, you got to wake up. When you hear Ringo TV break stuff down like this, you got to understand. When I speak like this, I'm speaking as a father with 4 girls, right? I don't want my daughters with no ninja like this. Some animal like this. When I speak to you, I'm speaking to you as a father would speak to his daughter. These men just want to fuck. That's it. I'm not saying all of them. You know, there's some decent guys out there. The issue, ladies, is number one, you got to keep your legs closed. I understand you're human. I understand you might catch feelings for a man. You might think he's the right one to lay up with. I get all of that. That's life. You know, things happen. At the same time, to protect your peace, to protect your spirit as a woman, you got to keep your legs closed. Don't fall for the shenanigans, the lies, the manipulation, the love bombing. Don't let a man manipulate you out of your panties. Don't let that happen to you. So as you look at this clip, I want you to see how Nubreed is looking at this black woman, how he's lusting after this black woman, right? Because he only want to sleep with her. You understand? Now, ladies, don't get me twisted. If a man is attracted to you, of course he's going to want to have sex with you. That's normal. That's natural. That's how we all got here, right? At the same time, if a man only want to sleep with you and that's it, he don't see no future with you. He don't got no love for you. He don't want to get to know you personally. No feelings whatsoever. He don't care about your interests. He don't see himself being with you long term. All he see is him busting a nut. You need to stay far away from that animal because he's no good. And you don't want him planting his seed in you. And now you're pregnant. And now you got to see this baby every day who is innocent. But at the same time, it's a reflection of that animal that laid up with you. You don't want to make that kind of mistake. You know, you don't want to make a decision like that, ladies. So take heed to the video and learn the signs so that you don't end up with an animal like this.
Been identified as the stepmother of Warren Hudson. You know, one of the little boys that was on that boat when Nolan didn't come back.
Now think about this, ladies. Think about this. You got this black woman who's just doing social media content, right? And you have a black male who's lusting after her. She don't know his history. She don't know about all his baby mamas. She don't know that he got 6 to 7 kids already. And this is the nightmare that a lot of black women get into. You meet a man, you don't know where he came from. You don't know how many women he destroyed. And being that you're an attractive black woman, you figure you just met a good man. You figure he cool. So, you know, you kicking it with the brother and you don't know his history. This is why, as ladies, you got to be careful. You got to be wise. This is why it's very important that women have their father in their life, man, where he could pull you to the side and say, hey, baby girl, sit down, let your father talk to you for a minute. And he begin to school you now and teach you about life. You know what I mean? Be like, you're a pretty lady. You got to understand that that beauty that you got is going to attract these men. But you, as a woman, got to be wise. You got to peep game. You got to recognize when these guys are being too friendly, too nice, sweet talking you, you got to be you have to have the understanding to know he just want to fuck. That's it, baby girl. You know, you need a dad that's going to give you the game and let you know the real. You see what I'm saying? So that you can guard yourself so you don't get caught up. I'm concerned that this animal might slide into her DM and start sweet talking her. Talking about, yeah, I'm a content creator on YouTube. I got 200,000 subscribers. And, you know, she might be like, wow, I found a man he's into social media. And, you know what I'm saying? He seems cool, but she don't know. She don't know about this man's history. She don't know about, you know, the baby mamas that he put in jail, the restraining orders, the child support cases. She don't know about this mess. You know, I got DM messages, fam, from this dude where he came to me privately talking about all his baby mama mess, how they did this to him and he got kicked out of the house and how because he tried to bring a woman in the house to practice polygamy. He wanted to fuck some other woman to bring her in the house. And his old lady was like, nah, you can't bring her in my house. And basically he was flipping and she kicked him out the house. Imagine that. She paying the rent. This ninja not doing nothing in the house. He tried to bring another woman in there to screw, talking about he practicing polygamy. It's one thing if you practicing polygamy and the woman you with is in agreement and she cool and she know the other woman. That's one thing, to each his own. But if she is the main breadwinner and she paying the rent and you try to slide this new woman in and bring her in her bed, trying to smash, bro, you crazy, bro. Like, you gotta be sick, man. And this is what he tried to do. And he came to me complaining about, yo, dog, you know what I'm saying? She kicked me out and blah, 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 woo, woo, woo. I'm like, bro, what the heck you doing, bro? You trying to bring another woman in the house and the woman that you with don't even approve of it. Bro, you stupid, bro. You got exactly what you deserve. Now look at him lusting after the black woman.
And now his family has to grieve and seek justice because of something that happened that they refused to cooperate with the family. But let me give you a little insight on why Judge Cole is exhibit 1 as to why this family needs their independent investigation. You see, it's attached to people who are judges, who are lawyers.
Girl, shut your cute ass up. We ain't hear nothing you talking about. Pretty brown eyes, and you know.
You see? He don't love the black woman. He just want to sleep with the black woman. And I think as a black woman, right, I try to teach women this all the time. When you're a woman who is very attractive, you got to understand that it can be a serious issue because you're going to draw in men like this. And you don't know who these devils are. You don't know. This woman have no idea who this monster is. And it would be a sad shame if this guy is sliding in her DMs trying to hook up, to bring her to the house to flex. Like, hey, baby girl, this is my house. I could just see him doing that. I could see him trying to lure this black woman to the house of horrors. And she's like, wow, you live in this big house? And he's like, yeah, baby girl, you know what I'm saying? Wow. You know? And then she end up pregnant. And then he end up seducing her even more. And then she find out that she made a terrible mistake in getting with this animal because she end up running into my videos showing the truth. And this is why it's very important that women watch these videos to learn about these YouTubers, man, because they're sick. A lot of these guys are sick monsters, fam. Now, let's get back to the video of him bashing the American black woman.
These women are running around here entitled. They want you to send them $500 instead of a text to try to figure out who they are. They don't want you sliding in the DMs unless you send in a Cash App.
Think about what he's saying. Sliding in the DMs, sending money. So he's really projecting what he's going through. He's trying to get with a woman and she's not giving him the time of day. She want money, you know? And that's what he's frustrated about. He can't get the vagina. Whatever woman he trying to get with, she's charging. She's saying, look, bruh, you got to come up out of them pockets if you want some cooch. He's like, nah, I'm trying to get it for the free, you know? And he's upset about it.
Oh, American women are destroyed. American B-dubs are the worst, bro.
Notice he's not talking about no other woman. He's only talking about black women. It's one thing if he said, you know, women in America got issues, the dating market is trash, and he began to talk about his experience with black women, white women, Asian women, and he kind of giving you a breakdown, not necessarily bashing women, but just expressing his frustration. Because, you know, women got their own frustration dealing with men. Men got their own frustrations dealing with women. That's one thing to have the conversation. But he's expressing pure hatred for black women only.
If you brothers want a B-dub, you're going to have to go overseas to get one.
Wow. So now he's basically encouraging men to become passport bros to go overseas to get with women. And we all know that those guys are not going overseas to get wives. They're just sleeping with women and impregnating them with babies. That's what they're doing.
Or you're going to have to deal with a woman of another nation that has some culture, some background to herself. Like, it's over. I don't think you brothers understand. It's over.
Shout out to Exandra. I see you in the building. Floridine Rollo. Shout out to all the members in the house. Make sure y'all click the like button. Guys, again, you folks that are in the clouds, that are viewing in the clouds, my live chat is for members only, but you can join the membership and have access to the live chat. The live chat is only comprised of intelligent, civilized people. Those are the only people I want in my live chat. Civilized human beings that know how to have a conversation about the topic. If we had this live chat open to the public, it'll be flooded with trolls that are just spamming the chat, doing a bunch of crazy stuff. We don't have time for that type of mess. So if you want to join the conversation and chit chat with the viewers and so forth to let your thoughts be known about the situation, become a channel member so that you can enjoy the benefits and the perks of pretty much being able to be in a civilized environment where you can comment and you don't have to worry about being attacked and bashed and belittled and all that other junk, right? Let's get back to the content.
You look at this election and see how close it is. It's because the BWs in America are evil. They are throwed. They all under the Doja Cat, Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B.
So all black women in his eyes are evil, including his mama, because he throws her in the pack too. So that means all his cousins that are females, they're all evil. Grandmothers, everybody's evil.
They're all under that spirit, except for the black women who are married, bro. Except for the B-dubs who are married and doing their thing, got husbands.
But he don't have no wife, guys. He don't have no wives. He have baby mothers. Ladies, don't let a man make you a baby mama. Don't let a man do that to you. You gotta have more respect for yourself, ladies. Listen, I know there's circumstances, ladies, where you got with a man and you thought that he was the one, and you may have become a baby mama, and it's a learning experience, right? Don't let it happen again. It's one thing, because we're not trying to put you down. We know that things happen, right? You got with a man, you thought this man was going to be the right guy for you. You really believed in him. You opened yourself up to him. You had a baby or two, and he just kind of left, and you just became a baby mama, right? We get it. We're not trying to throw you under the bus. At the same time, don't let it happen again. If you know that you experienced this issue, the next guy, you ought to be able to, wean out the mess and prove whether or not this guy is true. Because here's the thing, ladies, when you become a baby mama, it becomes more difficult for you to settle down with a quality man. It becomes more difficult. Why? Because you got kids. You're supposed to know this, ladies. You got kids. So now if another guy come in, he got to now deal with you and kids that are not his. So it makes it more difficult for you to settle down. And this could have been avoided if you'd have just got with the right guy from the start. So if you already made that mistake where you got with the wrong guy, became a baby mama, and you're trying to get into the dating game because you really want to settle down, you're going to have to do a lot of work in terms of making sure that that new guy is on point. You got to make sure that he's on point now, and you got to be real with him. This is why I tell you, ladies, you got to keep it real. You meet a man and you're kicking it with him. First thing first, you got to just lay your cards out on the table. If you know you're an attractive woman and you know you look good and you know this guy stopped you in the street, you gave him the time of day, you got to get right to the point. Nowadays, 2026, we don't got time for this, just letting everything fall in its place. Let's just take our time. We don't got time for that, right? You're a woman who got kids. So you got to think like a mama bear who's taking care of her cubs, her whatever. You got to make sure that this is on your mind. So if you got with this new guy, you got to let the cards be known right away. But like, look, I'm a grown woman. I'm looking for a grown man that's about life, that's serious about life. Now, I don't know what your intentions are because I'm trying to get to know you, but I want to keep it real with you. I want to be straightforward. You know, I got 2 kids and I'm trying to have something that's meaningful and serious. If you know that you're not really here for that, if you know that you're not really trying to get to know me for me, then we shouldn't even be talking. You know what I mean? I'm not here to play. I'm not here to be your cum bucket. I'm not here to do none of that stuff. I'm not trying to be offensive in any way. I'm a grown woman. I'm looking for a grown man that's about business. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get to know me for me, then hey, I'm a great woman. You know, we can really have something special. At the same time, I've been around and I'm not here for no games. You know, I recognize the signs. I recognize all of that. I know I'm an attractive lady and you probably looking at me from head to toe like, man, this is a nice looking woman. I want to sleep with her. That's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? I need to know that you real. So if you know you're not that guy, it's going to all play out. You got to be straight to the point with a man because nowadays it's a gamble. And a lot of these guys, when they see a single mom, they see an easy target. You know, don't become some easy target for one of these kind of guys, because a man like Nubreed, he would definitely sweet talk a single mama into bed and then leave her with a baby. Let's go.
Like the rest of them, bro, telling you, they don't support you, brothers. And if what I'm saying is so bad, right? Why ain't nobody defending it? Why the brother?
And keep in mind, ladies, when he made this video, it's because he had a breakup with one of his baby mamas. Anytime Nubreed breaks up with a baby mama, or he's trying to date a black woman and it don't go his way, he start making videos to bash women. You know, And again, for those of you who don't know, I got to keep making this clear. Nubreed recently broke up with his baby mama. She got arrested back in February. The drama started in January. And pretty much he's a single guy living in a house by himself. He's trying to wait for his lease to be up so that he can move into a 1-bedroom apartment or whatever the case is, because he only got that house because he was trying to keep up with me, a real family man with real responsibilities. He was trying to keep up with me and it failed. This is what happens when you covet. When you covet another black man and you try to keep up with the Joneses, everything end up falling apart. So now he's in a house paying rent, right? And nobody's there but him. So when you look at Nubreed in front of that house, I need you to understand his baby mama not there, his kids are not there, and he's by himself. She had to go back to her parents or wherever so they could deal with whatever they got to deal with. This is just sick. And ladies, please do not get yourself involved with this kind of guy. Please don't become the next baby mama. Don't fall for the okie doke.
This ain't defending these black women. Why the brothers aren't defending them? If I'm saying something that's false, men would step up like, yo, Bree, you on one, you on one. No, you know why? Because these men are not getting wives from the B-dubs in America. That's why they're not saying nothing. Because if these women were being wives, if these women were supportive, if these women was with these brothers and doing what they doing, I couldn't say nothing about y'all. I could not say nothing about y'all. Because your actions will prove itself. Like somebody gonna say, well, Nubreed, well, won't you show what good black women are doing? You know, what good black, why don't you show what good black women are doing?
Do you see his frustration, his hatred for women? He know that women are saying, why don't you show the good black women? He's telling them, why don't you show it? He's judging all black women because of his bad experiences with one or two.
Give me the footage. Because last time I checked, they out here voting for Carmella. What are you talking about? What good are they doing?
So he's mad at black women because they were voting for Carmella? That's crazy.
All they doing is running their mouth and being a thorn in the side to men. That's it.
Wow.
You show me what good they're doing. Why is the burden of proof on me? Am I saying don't deal with BWs? No, just don't deal with them in America.
Did you see that? He just contradicted himself. He said, am I saying not to deal with BWs? He said, no. He just told black men to leave black women alone. He also said that we need to get with the other nations of women. We need to go get a white woman, Asian woman, and all that other stuff. And hey, to each his own. If you want to go get yourself a white woman or Asian woman, do what you do. I don't care. But the point is, he's bashing black women as a whole, putting them down, basically saying that women of the other nations are more suitable, more qualified to be a wife than American black women. That's crazy. You should never do that because every group of women have their problems. There's white women that got problems, Asian women that got problems. Every woman on earth have problems, just like every man on earth have problems. There's no perfect group of people on the planet that don't got no problems. Everybody got issues. Every relationship have problems. Every man and woman argue. You understand? There's no perfect relationship. The difference is some people know how to work on their relationships and they learn how to deal with their issues rather than just breaking up and starting over again. Especially when you have kids. It's not worth doing all of that mess.
They trash.
He said black women are trash. Wow.
It is what it is. Matter of fact, let's go to the scriptures.
This man got his laptop outside copying me, guys. You know, like how I be outside, I have my laptop with me doing my content. You always see I'm outside because there's no furniture inside the house, guys. Nothing in there. And I can guarantee you inside that house is stinking. Because he don't clean nothing, fam. Let's go. You don't even see him saying like, let me bring all my kids to the house for the weekend, have a barbecue, put a swing in the backyard. It's like, you don't see this man doing nothing, bro. Look, bro, you know you got the house for this year because you're trying to wait for the lease to end so that you can rent a new place. Listen, I got this guy figured out already, fam. At least bring your kids over, man, and let them have fun. Let them experience what it's like to live in a house rather than them just staying in the projects. You know? I mean, why we don't see Nubreed with all his kids in one location? Because he don't got good relationships with his baby mothers. You would think a man that practiced polygamy would have conversations with his baby mothers so that they could bring all the kids for the summer so they could all stay at the same house. You know what I'm saying? Like, do something nice with your kids, bro. Like, let them live a little. Let them go in the backyard and run around. A lot of these kids don't live in good environments. So let them experience something different. You're their father, man. Like, you're just such an asshole, man. Like a fucking idiot, bro. You got all these fucking kids and you don't even take care of them, fam. You got a whole big house that you leasing. And you won't even say, well, damn, let me bring all my kids out here so they could be around their dad. Live it up. You know what I'm saying? Let my kids enjoy themselves for once in their life. But no, you decide to just do content about Nolan Wells. You so invested in Nolan Wells, but you not invested in your own kids. What a shame. What a shame.
1 Timothy 2:14 says Adam was not deceived. Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression.
Do you see how he's trying to take responsibility away from the man and put all the blame on the woman? Do you see that? He's saying that Adam didn't have no sin, that it was all Eve's fault. It might be true what the scripture says in regards to Eve, but always remember it was God that told Adam to guard the garden, to keep out intruders. That is why Adam was judged by God. Because why? He listened to his wife. But he's trying to make it seem like Adam was without fault and innocent. That's not what the Bible said. The Bible goes on to say, and Adam, unto you, because you listen unto the voice of your wife, by the sweat of your brow, you're going to toil the land and deal with this and struggle, basically. The reason why we as men got to struggle to provide and go through all the hell and hot waters to pay bills, it's because of the sin of Adam. It wasn't like that before. When it comes to growing food, all you did is throw seed on the ground. The next day you have apple trees and orange trees. The next day. It's not like how it is now where you got to wait for the weather. Everything got to line up. No, wasn't like that before. You know, the reason why a lot of you ladies got to go through menstrual cycles, birth pains, contractions, all that mess, it's due to the sin of Eve. But he's blaming women. He's blaming women, guys, making it seem like us men are without fault. That's not right. Both men and women played a part in sin coming in the world. Let's go.
Adam wasn't deceived. Y'all not trying to listen to Adam. Y'all not trying to listen to the man. Y'all want to be deceived.
The reason why women don't listen to you, Nubreed, is because you ain't shit. You're not a good person. You get around women and you gaslight and love bomb, and they realize that you're fake. See, guys, I don't know if you guys seen all my videos when I made the videos in regards to Nubreed, but if you can recall, I told you guys in 2024 that Nubreed Global Truth was going to break up with this woman. Didn't I tell you guys that? Put a 1 in the chat if you remember. For those of you that actually watched the videos, I told you guys that Nubreed and his baby mama was going to break up. Because why? Because Nubreed is no good. He's fake. And she was young at the time, young and naive. And I said in my videos that as she get older, As she get older and begin to figure herself out and start to mature, she's going to realize that Nubreed ain't shit. I told you guys this. The reason why Nubreed wanted her at the tender young age that he got her pregnant is to control her. You know, he wanted a woman he can control. And he had her under control for a short time. And once she began to realize her potential, she had enough and said, look, I could do better than being with this guy. I don't need to be with this guy. And she said some negative things about my wife and I. At the same time, I'm glad she got away from him. I'm glad she got away with him. And I hope that she's able to take care of the boy without him because he ain't shit. Let's get back to the content.
Y'all want to stay deceived. I'm telling you right now, I don't give a how you feel about what I'm talking about.
Wow.
B-dubs, I don't care. I had this one B-dub running her mouth talking about how bad I need to be canceled for my last video. Cancel him. Somebody please cancel him. Cancel him. Cancel. Look, you know why you BWs can't cancel me? Because you haven't supported me to begin with. You can only cancel somebody that you supported. The people that you want to really make famous, the people who spreading lies, the people who are witches and warlocks, those the people that you supported. You didn't support me. Black men supported me.
Wow. This is crazy, bro. Now keep in mind, guys, this is a 2-hour video. I'm at the 23-minute mark. You know, I gotta literally go work out in a few, fam. I gotta head to the park and go work out. I didn't do anything this morning, fam. So we're going to listen to it for a little bit more, and then I'm going to come back, and we're going to come back and go live again. I'll be on camera this time. But this is crazy. 23 minutes in, this man is losing his mind, crashing out. Said that black men are the only ones that supported him. So if you're a black woman and you follow Nubreed Global Truth, I don't know. Did you know that he felt this way about you? Because I've been trying to warn you guys for years, and y'all don't listen to me. Y'all think I'm just this hater. Y'all always saying I'm obsessed with Nubreed. All I do is talk about Nubreed. I talk about anybody I want to talk about. It's social media. You know? The problem is people don't like the fact that I'm airing out this information and they want it to stay hidden. Nubreed tried to hide the fact that his baby mama left him. I told you guys months ago that Nubreed's baby mother left him. Before I even shared this info about the police being involved and the restraining orders, I told you guys months ago that Nubreed's baby mama is not with him. I told y'all this already. Y'all didn't believe me. I saw all the signs. You know, even when Nubreed started that channel talking about he's working out, his workout journey, I told y'all he's not working out. He's losing weight because that woman is not cooking no more. Anytime a man break up with his old lady and she's no longer cooking in that house, he's going to lose about 10 to 20 pounds. Easy. Because he's not eating no more. You know? Typically when men are by themselves and they're living alone, right? They don't eat as much as you would think. They would just buy things here and there, boom, boom, boom. They'll go to work, probably get a few things to eat, and then that's it. They don't eat the way they normally would if the woman was living in the house. You know? Let's get back to the content. Hit the like button.
So try your best to cancel me. It's not going to happen. Matter of fact, some of you BWs are so demonic, you're going to subscribe. You're going to come and watch because you just want to be angry.
They're angry because you're expressing all this hate. You know, women are emotional. See, Nubreed don't know how to talk to a black woman. He talked to black women like they're men. He don't know because he don't have no practice even talking to his daughters, guys. When was the last time this man actually sat down and talked to his daughter? He don't know how to be a father because his father wasn't there for him. You know, he really is a deadbeat dad at the end of the day. A deadbeat dad with about 6 to 7 kids. It's sad.
Because it's in you just to be angry. You're an angry person. You're a tortured soul.
That's what you are. You're projecting what you are on black women. You're the tortured soul. You're the angry person who literally hates women. I don't see none of your baby mamas doing what you're doing.
You just need something to be angry. You need somebody to hate. That's the facts. In my experience with the B-Dub,
His experience with the B-Dub, let's let him explain it. Let's go.
they're entitled.
Wow.
They're extremely ungrateful.
Wow.
They're unpredictable.
Wow.
They have no conflict resolution.
Wow.
And I'm going to be 100% with you. Some of the young brothers that I see coming up, that be in my chat, brothers who are musicians, brothers who got businesses, brothers who got talents. Hey, brothers, listen to me, brothers. I do not want to see you with an American black woman.
Wow, this is crazy. Man. Wow. Ladies, if you can't see that Nubreed Global Truth hates black women, then I don't know what else to say. Because I know a lot of ladies that follow this guy and they swear by him. They believe that this man is a man of God and that he loves the sisters. He don't like black women. He don't like black women, fam. Look, think about this, ladies. I want you to think about this. If he loved black women, why this woman was in his house? I just want to keep it a buck with you. And I'm not saying that he can't have no other ethnic group of woman. I'm not saying he can't. You know, to each his own. You know, wherever the chips fall, deal with it. At the same time, with the way he talk about how he's FBA, Foundational Black American, and he's always talking about the white man is the devil and how white people are the enemy. This is what Nubreed Global Truth talks about. If you're white and you're viewing my platform, I need for you to understand something, right? Excuse me. Nubreed believe that white people are the enemies of black people. That is what that guy on the screen believes. He believes that. He believes that white people are the enemy of black people. So if you're white and you still want to follow his platform, hey, that's on you. But I'm telling you straight up and down, he don't like none of you. You can see how he is when he supported Carmelo Anthony, who is a killer, who stabbed Austin Metcalf in the heart. Nubreed was a supporter of Carmelo Anthony, right? And now that we have the Nolan Wells situation, Nubreed sides with Nolan Wells, and they're blaming white people for his death. Even though white people had nothing to do with his death, Nolan had white friends, right? Nolan had white friends, and yet everybody's trying to blame white people. So he don't like black women. He had a white woman in his house, impregnated her. Now he called the police on that woman, kicked her out the house with the son, his own child. He kicked out with the baby mama, right? And this was back in January, February. So it was cold. It was cold, guys. So now think about this, guys. During the cold weather season, January, February, he kicked this woman out with the baby. Ain't that crazy? In the cold, while on YouTube professing his love for God. If this man loved black women, why black women are not in his house? He don't got no love for the sisters, man. He hate them with a passion, fam. Let's go.
It would pain me to see that.
It would pain him to see young black men with black women. That's sick. He should be encouraging young brothers to get with a black woman.
If she don't have no culture about herself, if she ain't righteous, if she ain't treating you right, it almost pains me. Brothers, I want to see y'all go get yourself a Spanish woman.
Uh-oh, a Spanish woman.
A white woman.
A white woman.
Or get you a black woman from overseas that got some culture that's going to love you, bro. I don't want to see none of you brothers with these nasty, demonic witches.
Wow, man. Oh, man. Ladies, wow. I bet a lot of you sisters never heard this come from this man's mouth. He called y'all witches, nasty. He said that the black man need to go get a Spanish woman, a white woman, or a woman overseas. Basically saying that all those women are better than you. Ain't that sick? But yet, This is the same guy, fam, that got with a white woman and his relationship is over. The same guy that told the brothers go get themselves a Spanish woman, a white woman, because he claimed this woman is Mexican. She's not Mexican, guys. Her mother is Mexican. Her father is white. You understand? Her father is white, right? So he got with her, the very same migrant that he told me he impregnated. Nubreed told me, guys, this is what Nubreed told me, that he impregnated a migrant. Those are his words that he told me in Brooklyn, New York. This is a fact, 100%. So the advice that he gave young black men, right? He practiced it, but it didn't work for him because he got with a white woman. And for whatever reason, he ended up calling the cops on her and put a restraining order on that woman. Why? Because he couldn't control her, fam. He couldn't control it. It was a big mess on his block, guys. The people in his community never had police in their neighborhood like that. It was about a good 7 cars in front of the house. About 7 cars, fam, pulled up. And they had to set order, man. Lady had to get out. It was one big mess. He was snitching, telling the laws that, yeah, it's my house. I'm running the show. I don't want her here no more. I wouldn't be surprised. He probably brought another woman in the house. And she probably found out. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Nubreed brought another woman in the house to sleep with and had her up in one of the bedrooms. And the baby mama came home unexpectedly and caught him in the very act. I wouldn't be surprised, guys.
On everything, I don't want to see. I don't want to see my sons with him. I'm keeping it a buck.
Did you hear that? He just said he don't want to see his sons with American black women. That's evil to say. That's pure hate. If you are a black American woman and you are still following Nubreed Global Truth, something's wrong with you. That man, it's one thing if he say he don't want to be around or be with an American black woman. That's one thing. This man said he don't even want his sons to be around you. Listen to what he said.
That got some culture that's going to love you, bro. I don't want to see none of you brothers with these nasty demonic witches on everything. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see my sons with them. I'm keeping it a buck.
Wow. Wow. I mean, my goodness. That's crazy. I'm going to have to make some short video clips with this, man, because this stuff here is diabolical. I don't think Nubreed's female audience know about this. I had to go get the videos and do reactions because people really don't be knowing this.
It's over. Black love in America is done. It's over.
Wow. Black love in America is over. Do you see this? This is what he's publishing, guys, on social media. And you ladies are wondering why it's difficult to find a good guy. It's because of men like this that are toxic. And if he's like this, the majority of the male audience on his platform are just like this. They think like him. They think like him. Guys, listen, if a black man or woman is intelligent, decent, respectful, their audience that they attract are going to be the same way. You know, like how I'm a father of 4 daughters, have a wife, respectful man in the community. You know, I'm going to attract an audience of decent people, working class people, family orientated people, people that are about their business, right? Smart people. That's normal. So if Nubreed is toxic, a deadbeat dad, rude to women, hateful towards women, what kind of audience he's attracting? He's attracting men just like him. Men that hate black women. Think about that. Let's go.
And I can look at this election and see that the modern woman in America chose their side. And you brothers need to survive. It's times of war. You're able to, look, brothers, in times of war in the scriptures, you can take on Gentile women, impregnate them. You got
What? In times of war? So he believes he's at war with black women, guys. And he's saying for black men to go out and just impregnate white women. If you're a white woman, please don't let one of these black men just come out and impregnate you, thinking that because you're white, they could just come out there and impregnate you. I'm not saying as a white woman you can't get with a black man, but I want you to listen carefully to how this man is speaking. He's basically using white women as an scapegoat for black men to just go out and impregnate. Now think about this, ladies. Think about how many black women become single mothers. Now think about how many white women are becoming single mothers too. Because he's telling black men to just go out here and impregnate white women now.
in the scriptures, you can take on Gentile women, impregnate them. You got to survive.
Wow.
You got to survive now, brothers.
So to survive, he want us black men to go out there and just pop seeds in any woman to survive. And you ladies are wondering why there are no good men, because a lot of these toxic men are impregnating women and having these male childs that are evil, like their daddy.
What are we even talking about? Doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results is what? Insanity.
Well, that's what you've been doing. You're insane. You've been having the same kind of baby mamas and going through the same thing because you treat women like garbage.
That's insane. And then you're gonna have people in this chat. Oh, this is so sad. This is this is that. But the same guys that you ladies seen in the chat who want to hear God's word, y'all not trying to reach out to them. So don't act like y'all care now.
And think about this, guys. He's in front of his house, right? Doing this. His neighbors are listening to him. Imagine how sick that sound. This man screaming and yelling, talking all this mess in front of his house, and his neighbors is listening to him, doing this evil.
When them brothers start doing what they need to do, don't act like you care then. Man, this is over. It's over. Black love do not exist in America.
Wow. Well, guys, I'm going to cut it short right now. We've been on for about 2 hours. I'm going to kind of keep it right there. I'm going to be back to talk more about this and also do a video about the Nolan Wells situation and perhaps some other content. I'll pretty much go take a run, do what I got to do and whatnot. So y'all be safe, guys. I will be back later on. Appreciate y'all all stopping by. Salute to the mods and the chat. Those of you in the building, appreciate y'all stopping in. And yeah, man, we're gonna just do what we got to do, guys. Gonna do what we got to do. So rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Ringo TV Reactions. We salute you. That's right. So peace and blessings to the mods in the chat. Show Shower in the building. Caramel, Kimmy, Kim. What's going on to everybody? All the channel members. Salute to all of y'all. Hope y'all having a blessed day. Thanks for stopping by. And I'll catch you all in the next stream. Ringo TV Reactions. The #1 reactionary channel on YouTube. Bringing you the best content there is. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to Ringo TV Reactions, the #1 reactionary channel on YouTube. Subscribe today. Click the notification bell to be notified of new content. Ringo TV, the best commentary and criticism on YouTube, hands down. We'll catch you again in the next episode. I'm out. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $RingoTVRaw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/RingoTVRaw. subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut.